We'll start with your body in a quadruped position. Hands underneath shoulders, knees right under hips, legs hip-width distance apart. Starting with your belly tucked up and in, feel your belly button plastered to the back of your spine. Take an inhale, start to drop your shoulder blades, your chest down, retract through your shoulder blades. On your exhale, push the floor away, but not into a cat. We're not doming out, not going into a tuck. Just little scapula dips. Inhale, drop it down. And exhale, push. We'll just do a few more here to warm up through the shoulder blades. Really important here, we're keeping your neck in neutral, so as you're dropping your shoulder blades down, your neck doesn't drop with it. It's just kind of along for the ride. And one more. Okay, lift it all the way up. Make sure your head is in line with your chest, with your spine. Feel one long line of energy out through the crown of your head, out through your toes. We'll slowly start to extend through our left fingertips and drop it down. And we extend through our right and drop. So little marches through the upper body. As you're moving through this, we're thinking core is stabilizing you here so that you don't add any asymmetry like that, right? Like we want to be super stable here. Both of your shoulder blades, your chest facing down towards the mat. And one more each side after this. One more on the left. And one more on the right. Okay, adding on here. Inhale, extend your left fingertips out long. Exhale, circle your arm around, bend it in by your chest, and then push it out. Exhale, circle, and inhale out. Here we're trying to feel resistance through space, feel resistance through gravity, like you're moving through a space denser than air. Also making sure we're still pushing up out of our bottom shoulder blade here, not sinking in. Core is starting to work. One more. And back through center, switch it out. Inhale out. And exhale, circle. Really important, we're trying to add some breath here, trying to exhale as you circle your arm out by your side, because we want to make sure that your core is engaged, and you can do so by exhaling out all of the air as you open your arm out to the side. Really allows you to engage into deeper layers of your core. And little micro bend in your elbow. Two more. And last one. Beautiful, come back through center. You're gonna start to extend your hands out, maybe like a full hand print out in front of you, but legs are gonna stay exactly where they are. So hips stay right above your knees. Make sure you're not shifting forward and back. Roll your shoulders down your back, broaden through your chest. Inhale, drop your elbows down. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, drop. And exhale, lift. So in this movement, your neck, your head are not even moving at all. You're just lowering and lifting yourself here. Maybe even start to engage through your lat muscle. Feel this wrapping underneath your shoulder blades to keep your chest broad. Two more. And one more here. Beautiful, come right back up. And slowly start to lower yourself down onto your forearms. So this position already can be a little bit tight for some of us with tight shoulder blades. Can even cross one hand on top of the other, but really I do invite you to try out this position with the number 11 with your arms. You'll extend your right leg out long and pause here. Check in with your hips right away. Make sure one is not starting to dip up or dip down at all. Really trying to keep both hip tips shining down towards the floor. And we start to lower and lift. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. So broadening through the chest, arms are nice and warm. Really important here, we're trying to find the symmetry in your hip. So your leg will not go up as high, because we want to make sure your right hip is dialed down. Also no external rotation in your right leg. Two more. And final one, lift it all the way up. Inhale, cross your leg over your left, a little rainbow. Exhale, lift it up and over. Tap it right down around the corner edge of your mat. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lift. So just flowing through this side to side. Maybe even your left glute is starting to engage as you're keeping yourself lifted here. Definitely feeling it in my arms. And 3 more each side. You'll start to feel the smile area under your right glute start to light up. And final 1. Beautiful. Lift your leg all the way up here. Start to bend through your leg, through your knee. Once again, check in with your hips. Make sure nothing has shifted. Flex through your top foot. And then teeny tiny movements up and up. So really trying to make this movement come from your glute, right around where your upper thigh starts to meet the bottom edge of your glute. 4 more. Keep using your breath. Core is engaged. Final 1. Okay. Gonna extend your leg out long, and then we're gonna open up our body here into a nice hip opening and a nice chest opening. So we moved here, I'll show once again. Both arms are down in parallel. You're gonna come up onto your right hand, and then left arm comes in at a diagonal, left hand right above your right hand. Opening up both of your hips here. So before we were squaring our chest, squaring our hips, really want this nice hip opening. And we're gonna move into circles. Adding in your breath here, making sure you're exhaling with each circle. This position is really easy to move into a really big range of motion, kind of have your body wiggling around. If you start to notice your pelvis shift, your back shift, you'll just decrease range of motion. Make sure that you're totally stable. And 1 more. Okay, 7 the other direction. So maybe noticing here how one direction is a little bit more challenging than the other. Also, I have my bottom foot relaxed, but option to tuck your toes underneath, knowing that this is a somewhat unstable position. Want to make sure you have all the stability you need. 2 more. And last one, lift it all the way up. Beautiful. Gonna bend through your leg this time, then we're gonna do teeny tiny pulses up and up. So we're working through outer edge of your glute here. Your foot should be as far behind you as you possibly can have it. Core is nice and engaged, stay lifted here. And 3, and 2, final 1. Beautiful. Leg starts here. Take an inhale to prepare. On your exhale, bend your knee in towards your chest, but stop it before you go into a crunch. We really want to stop the knee here so that we keep our spine in neutral, and we're still feeling this length out through the crown of our head, out through our tailbone. And your knee is just moving in parallel across your body. Exhale in. Inhale behind you, getting some nice work in your obliques here. And 4 more. And 3, and 2, final 1. Okay, extend your leg out long. Start to lift yourself up now onto your hands. So we're in the same position we started this side with, but instead of being on our forearms, we're now on our hands. And we're gonna move right back into rainbows. Just 5. Getting a little stretch in your shoulder blades, little stretch in your arms. And 1 more. Beautiful. Come back through center. Do 3 cat-cows, flush it out and move right over to the other side. Inhale, drop your belly, look up, cow pose. Exhale, tuck your pelvis, start to move into your cat. Really dome out through your thoracic spine, push the floor away. Inhale, cow, gaze is your last piece. Exhale, cow, push it out. 1 more, take an inhale. And exhale here. Inhale, come back through center. And exhale, we'll move right over to the other side. You'll start to lower yourself down now onto your forearms once again. If you started with the number 11, I invite you to continue, or you can modify as well by having both hands on top of each other. Key here though is a nice broad chest, nice broad collarbone. You'll extend through your left leg. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. All the while here, checking in with your body position. Your hips should be right above your knee. Your chest should not be sinking low to the mat. Your neck should be in neutral. Keep pushing the floor away. And as usual, your left leg as it lifts will want to have a little external rotation. Really dial the outer edge of your left hip down towards your mat. And just start working through this movement. 2 more. And 1 more here. Lift it all the way up. And we move into rainbows. So we're inhaling as we cross. Exhale as you open your leg out to the side. So a little opening here, really just the diagonal length of your mat. And if that feels uncomfortable, you actually can just lower your leg down through center. You'll still get the work. Starting to feel inner thigh working, starting to feel, again, space right under your glute as it connects into your upper thigh. And open. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Beautiful. Extend your leg all the way out long, bend through your hip, and we flex and flex. Exhale and exhale. Hips are still square, and 4 more, and 3, 2, 1 more. Okay, starting to turn your body now into this really nice hip opening diagonal position. So coming up from your forearms, your left hand is planted to your mat, right elbow right under your shoulder blade, and then your right hand is going to come in a diagonal. Opening here through both of your hips, opening through your chest, and we move into circles. And circles. So here again, if your leg is relaxed, or foot I should say, option to have a flexed foot here, but I kind of like relaxing my feet. 2 more. And last one, and other direction. So really, really critical here that your spine stays in neutral. Core is nice and engaged. Oh, I just got a nice hip crack, so really starting to generate some movement. And 1 more. Beautiful, extend your body out long. Bend through your knee here. Flex through your foot, and we lift and lower. And lift. And lower. Keep using your breath. Make sure your core is nice and engaged. If your neck gets a little crunchy looking out by your side, always option to rotate your face, your neck down towards the floor or out towards your fingertips. 3 more. Last one. Okay, keeping your leg in this position. You'll exhale, bring it in towards your chest, and inhale behind you. Exhale in. Inhale out. Again, really critical, we're not moving into a tuck here. We're trying to keep this length that we've created in our spine. Keep using your breath. And 2 more. Really nice oblique work, final one. Okay, extend your leg out long. Come up now onto your hands once again. And we just have 5 of the rainbows. Just one more time. So these rainbows may be a little bit less range of motion. If your leg goes too high, we're going to start to crunch in the spine, so really want to keep it straight. Low back is not working at all. 2 more. And 1 more. Okay, coming through center here. You can sit yourself back, take a moment, nice child's pose. Maybe knees are mat width distance apart, feet come together, take an inhale. And an exhale here. 1 more inhale. And on your exhale, start to slowly roll yourself forward. Take a nice stretch. Really nice extension through your spine. Deep breath in. And on your exhale, slowly come back down into your child's pose. And when you're ready, start to sit yourself up onto your heels. And you can bring your legs out in front of you. I'm going to add some spinal articulation. We've had the legs, or excuse me, we've had the spine super straight the whole time, so really want to add some articulation. Legs will be out in front of you, legs squeezing together, really like a nice pointed foot here. Arms extend out in front of you, fingertips face each other, and we're already starting to feel this magnetizing sensation of your arms. If you feel like your hamstrings are a little bit tight, legs can be bent. Inhale, start to grow taller out through the crown of your head. Exhale, start to tuck your pelvis in, slowly start to roll yourself all the way down onto your mat. Arms end overhead. Inhale, lift your head, lift your chest. Exhale, slowly start to lift yourself all the way up. And we'll continue moving through this. Do a few more here. Starting to oil up through the spine. And lift it up. Again, modification here. Knees are bent. You can even use your hands under your knees. You'll lift your head, lift your chest, hands come under the thighs and use them as a little assist. And two more. We'll use our breath here together. And on this last one, we'll come all the way down onto the mat. And we can take a full body stretch, deep breath in and out. Okay, setting up for our bridging series, having our feet under our knees, legs hip width distance apart, arms are gonna come down by your side. Starting in this neutral spine position, so we're not in a tuck, not in an arch. And I'm falling off of my mat. We're going to start moving into a little articulation. Inhale at the bottom, and exhale, tuck in, roll yourself up, really peel yourself up. Take your time here to arrive. Take an inhale at the top, and exhale, tuck and roll yourself down, unraveling that movement. Feel your pelvis reaching away from the crown of your head. And inhale at the bottom, and exhale, tuck and roll yourself all the way up. At the top here, take a moment, redirect all of your energy into your lower abdominals. Start to take it out of your thighs, your quads, your glutes. Release any clenching. Take an inhale, and exhale, slowly arrive onto your mat, one vertebrae at a time. It should feel really nice. As we've had a flat back, flat spine for first portion of class. And slowly lower yourself down. We'll do one more. Exhale, peel yourself all the way up here. Okay, checking in with your body here, making sure both of your hips are super square as we're gonna be here for a few moments. Start to lift your right leg up into tabletop. Again, pause here and make sure both hips stay square. As soon as your right hip lifts, your right hip or right leg is gonna wanna lift your hip. You'll start to slowly lower and lift your leg to your mat, and lower and lift. So working through the bottom supporting leg, you should definitely feel this work as we have warmed up through the back side of our body. And 3, and 2. Final one, lift it up. Extend your leg all the way to the ceiling, and we lower and lift. Inhale, point down. Exhale, point, flex up. So footwork is totally option here. Totally up to you if you want to get a really nice ankle stretch. 2 more. Final one, lift it up. And slowly bend your knee down to meet the other one. Reset your body, lift your hips up. And slowly float your left leg into the tabletop. Inhale, lower, and exhale, lift. Making sure we're using our breath. Keep lifting up out of your shoulder blades here. You're gonna wanna start to collapse. Really use your lower abdominals to push yourself up. And maybe even try to press your palms into your mat, feeling triceps light up. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And final one, lift it all the way up. Extend your leg up. And inhale and exhale. As you send your leg up on this flexed rotation, we're starting to make sure that our body is not tucking as it comes up. And lift, let's do 3 more. And 2. And final 1. Bend it in, come back through center. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Feel one line of energy out through your fingertips, out through your knees. And exhale, slowly start to roll yourself down to your mat. One more time like that, resetting through the spine, through the body. Start to roll yourself up. Inhale, arms come overhead. And exhale, slowly start to roll yourself down through center. Beautiful. You can hug both knees in towards your chest, maybe even a kind of a lifted supine butterfly. Rock side to side. Relax through your legs here. Beautiful. Slowly start to extend your legs out long. And we're going to flip over onto our bellies. This position here, we're going to start with our legs hip-width distance apart, arms by your side, pressing your palms into your thighs. You'll start to float your face up from the mat, almost like there's a marble-sized distance between your nose and the mat. Lower abdominals are engaged. If they're not, you're going to start to feel it in your low back. Start to flex through your kneecaps, maybe even your knees lift off of the mat. On your inhale, imagine like you're rolling a marble up, up, up with your nose, lift up. And then exhale, start to roll yourself down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. So your neck is not really working here. It's really just along for the ride. That means that your gaze is not going to be out in front of you and straining the neck. It's going to remain down at your mat. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Maybe even glutes start to fire. Let's do one more. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower down. Gonna lift yourself all the way up here. Extend your arms out long in front of you. On your exhale, bring your elbows in by your side. Glutes are nice and engaged. Inhale out. Exhale, exhale, bring it in. And inhale out. Back side of your body is working. Space between your shoulder blades, upper traps, lats as well are working. Really feel this resistance through space, like you're moving through water. Abdominals, of course, are engaged. And 2 more. And 1 more. Bring it in. And extend your body out long. Take an inhale. And an exhale here. On your inhale, we'll lift your body all the way up. Exhale, engage through your core. Gonna move into swimming. Inhale on a count of 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last time, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pause. And lower yourself all the way down. Okay, push yourself up. And take a really nice wide leg child's pose. Deep breath in. And long breath out. Little wiggle through the hips. And then slowly start to roll yourself forward. And we're going to come into a modified side plank. So in this position, I'm on my right side to start. My right elbow is right underneath my right shoulder. My knees are out in front of me and a few inches diagonal, and then feet are right behind me. I'm gonna lift myself all the way up here. Top arm will start on my hip, and then we're gonna move. Inhale, lower your hips down. Then exhale, lift. And inhale, and exhale. So just starting with a little bit of core work to wake up through the lower abdominals, wrapping corset muscle, transverse abdominis. And then we'll move into a little bit more leg work, and you'll be on your way. We'll do 3 more. Check in with your bottom shoulder here. Make sure you're not collapsing in your spine. And 2, And last one, lift it up. Gonna extend your left leg out long. Extend your left fingertips out in front of you. Take an inhale. Exhale, slowly lower your leg down, tap. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Inhale, if this is a little bit too much on your arms, you can have your fingertips towards the sky, or hand can just stay on your hip. But I kind of like my top arm and leg totally out in front of me because I like to feel this length out through one side of my body. 3 more. And 2. Adding on. Final 1. Beautiful. Lift it up. On your inhale, you're going to kick your leg forward and open through your chest. Huge rotation. Exhale, unravel that movement. Rotate down. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. So we're thinking rotation along your spine. No crunching, no tucking. Your spine stays super straight here. Of course, the outer edge of your left glute is starting to work. Let's do 3 more. And 2, think with each breath out, with each rotation, you're getting into deeper layers of your core. Final 1. Rotate your body out long, and we lower and lift our top arm and leg. And lower and lift. And 3, 2, last 1. And you can lower yourself down. Bottom leg comes in front of you, top leg comes behind you, and take this really nice twist. Deep breath in. And out. Slowly start to lift yourself up. Top leg that was just working, it's my left. It's gonna come on top of my bottom supporting leg. I'm gonna try to get my knee on top of my foot. If not, this position is totally sufficient as well. Really just wanna take a really nice stretch. Inhale, arms come overhead, sit tall. Exhale, hinge, 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 flat back, like you're folding yourself in half, and then when you can't fold anymore, start to roll yourself down into the stretch. A little wiggle side to side. Take an inhale. And exhale, start to lift yourself up off of your mat, and right over to the other side. Setting up for modified side plank, side 2. Once again, left elbow under your left shoulder. Knees are together, a few inches in front of you. Feet are totally behind you. And you'll start to lift yourself up. Top hand, again, can be really wherever it wants to be. Can be up, can be on your hip. I'm going to start on the hip because I'm feeling a little fatigue. And we're going to lower and lift. And lower and lift. So again, really important here to get our form right because we're going to stay in this lifted position for a few beats. Also again, waking up through the core and lower and lift. So these are not pulses, really want full range of motion. Gaze can come down at your fingertips. 2 more. And last one, hips stay up. Extend through your right leg. Top arm can be towards the ceiling, on your hip or overhead. And we'll just lower and lift, and lower and lift. Remembering to add a breath with each movement here. Checking in with your hips, making sure as your leg dips, your hips don't dip with it. Keeping them nice and lifted. Feel lifted out of your bottom oblique here. And 4 more. Getting a really nice hip opening. Nice burn, 2. Final 1. Beautiful, lift it all the way up. Here's that choreography. On your inhale, kick your leg in front of you, open through your chest. On your exhale, unravel that movement, rotate your body down. Inhale, kick open. Exhale, rotate down. Like a pendulum swinging forward and back, but we're not using momentum. And staying lifted, bottom leg should be definitely feeling this right about now. And inhale, and exhale, rotate. Think length out through your spine, out through your tailbone. 3 more. and 2. Really nice chest opening, hamstring stretch. Final 1. Rotate down, and we just have 6 pulses up and down. Stay lifted for last 1. And can lower yourself down. Bottom leg comes in front of you. And take this beautiful rotation, deep breath in. And long breath out. Slowly start to lift yourself up. Take that counter stretch on the other side. Start to stack foot on knee. Arms reach overhead, flat back. Take a deep breath in, grow taller. Feel your fingertips reach up. And exhale, hinge, hinge, hinge. Feel like someone's pulling your hands in front of you. And then slowly roll yourself down. Again, option 2, rock side to side. Take an inhale. And an exhale. One more inhale. And exhale, start to lift yourself all the way up. Okay, we'll end on our backs, taking a beautiful stretch. You're gonna extend your left leg out long, hug your right knee in towards your chest. And you're gonna bend your knee, and we're gonna try to line up right kneecap with your right shoulder. So instead of kind of a supine figure 4, you're gonna cross your leg over the body, get this really nice stretch through the outside of your leg. Take an inhale. And an exhale. Crossing your leg over your body. Take this really nice rotation. Open through your chest. Take an inhale. Deep breath out. Come back through center. Gather both knees in towards your chest. And extend right leg out long. Switch it out. Left knee in. Bending through your leg, lining up your left kneecap with your left shoulder, and bending your leg in towards your chest. Slowly send it over your body, and take this beautiful stretch. Come back through center. Once again, final supine butterfly. Maybe a little rock side to side.